Welcome back to Bharati's Home Science channel. See, in the last video, we discussed about the skeletal system. Here, we are going to discuss about the functions of the skeletal system. Skeletal system has the following functions. It gives shape and support to our body. Without the skeleton, our body would be fluffy or like a jelly. Forget about walking. We would not even be able to stand. See, our whole body depends on the skeletal system. If there is no skeletal system or if there is no bones in our body would become like a jelly. You all know jelly, right? It won't sit in a proper way. Means it is fluffy. Okay. We cannot even imagine about walking. We are not able to stand also. It protects our soft internal organs, and even the skeletal system protects our internal organs. Skull protects the brain. Rib cage protects the heart and lungs. I discussed about this in a last video. The backbone protects the spinal cord. It allows the movement of the different parts of the body. And also bones contain marrow, where our blood cells are made. All these bones have a marrow. Okay, this is a complete skeletal system. Here it involves joints. See, joint is a place where two bones meet. Two bones meet, that particular point is called as joint. Most joints are movable. There are 5 kinds of free movable joints in our body. See, two bones joined together, it is called as the point where they meet is called as joints. All the joints are movable. Okay, there are 5 kinds of joints. Which are they? Let us see. Ball and socket joint. This type of joint allow movement in many directions. The shoulder joint and the hip joint are the examples of ball and socket joint. Here in diagram they have given the hip joint. See, means this joint allow movement in many directions. Forward, backward, upward, like that. You can move the joints in any direction. Next is hinge joint. This type of joint works like the hinges of the door. This kind of joint only allows back and forth movement. See, bones in the knee, elbow, fingers and toes have this type of joint. See, it is like hinges of the door. Only front and back movement we can do with this. Examples are knees, elbow, fingers and toes. Next is pivot joint. This type of joint is found between the two vertebrae of our backbone. It allows us to move our head up, down and sideways. See, this pivot joint is present at our neck. It allows us to move the head upward, backwards and sideways. Next one is gliding joint. This is a type of joint is found in the bones of the wrist and the ankle. See, this gliding joint is present at our wrist and at the ankle. It allows these bones to slide against each other in a gliding motion. It allows bones to slide against each other. Okay. Next is in the saddle joint. This type of joint is present in between the bones of thumb. Saddle joint is present in between the bones of thumb. Fixed or immovable joint. This type of joint does not allow movements of bone. See, till now we studied about the 5 types of joints. All those are movable joints. Next is we are going to study about the fixed or immovable joints. In our body, fixed joints are found in skull and hip bone. In our body, these fixed joints, they are found in skull and our hip bones. There is a note. Ligaments are strong elastic tissues that joins the bones together. Tendons are strong, tough tissues that joins the muscles to the bones. Here they explained about ligaments and the tendons. See, just there is a brief introduction or brief description only. Next comes the nervous system. Nervous system controls the different organs of our body. See, all our body function is controlled by the nervous system. Okay, here there is a brain, central nervous system, spinal cord at our back side, that is the backbone. Next, peripheral nervous system and the peripheral nerves. See, brain. Brain is a very important organ. It controls our body movements and help us to store information in our memory. The human brain has 3 parts. See, brain is the most important organ in the human body, which makes human beings special from the any other animal, because see, other animals also have brains, but what makes special is human brain can think and it can store the memories. The 3 main parts are cerebrum, cerebellum and the medulla. See, now let us see what the cerebrum will do. Cerebrum is the largest part of the human brain and is responsible for learning, memory, intelligence and logic. It also controls the functions of eyes, ears, nose and tongue. See, cerebrum, which is the largest part in the human brain, and it is responsible for learning, memory, intelligence, and also it controls all the functions of eyes, ears, nose and tongue. Next is cerebellum. It is situated below the cerebrum. See, this is below the cerebrum and is responsible for muscle coordination and for maintaining the balancing of our body. Cerebellum, it is to maintain the balancing of the body. Next is medulla. It is medulla oblongata or the brain stem. It controls activities such as heartbeat, breathing, swallowing and sneezing. See, all our body functions controlled by the brain only. Next comes the spinal cord. Spinal cord is a thick cord of nerve tissue which extends from brain stem. It is protected by the backbone. Spinal cord is responsible for the transfer of information between the brain and the rest of the body. See, spinal cord, what it will do? It transfers the information between brain and all other parts of the body. It even controls the action that do not involve the brain. Automatic response of the body to an event is called as reflex action. Reflex actions are due to messages sent by the spinal cord. See, the automatic response of the body here means we get sudden hit, or we get a sudden electric shock, or we get burnt suddenly. For that our body responds quickly. Okay, it is an automatic response given by the body. That is called as reflex action. That action is due to the message sent by the spinal cord to the brain. These actions are very fast. For example, if you touch a hot object accidentally, you withdraw your hand almost immediately. Next is nerves. A network of nerves runs throughout our body. Sensory nerves pass through the spinal cord and carries messages of the body to the brain. Motor nerves carry messages back to the brain and to the body. See, this is all about the nervous system. We'll discuss about sense organs in our next video. Thank you.